Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. I made a video about the Tyson Fury Anthony Joshua situation a couple of days ago, and in it I stated that I'm sick to death of Fury's blather and infantile, childish nonsense, and that Joshua had agreed to every single one of Fury's demands, and Fury said, no, I want this contract signed by Monday, which was completely unrealistic because with a fight of that magnitude, you've got to sort out the legalities and, you know, make sure all the T's are crossed and all the I's are dotted. So I stand by everything I said in the video. But one thing that people took umbrage was, or some people took umbrage was, is that I called Fury a coward. And he is a coward. And they said, how can you call him a coward? You know, he went to Germany, he fought Vladimir Klitschko, he fought Wilder 3 times. Look, I'm not saying he's a coward in the context of him being a fighter. Quite the opposite. He's immensely courageous when it comes to getting in that ring and fighting. No argument at all. I think he's proved that, you know. To be honest with you, I don't think anyone who gets in the ring, even if they're petrified, is a coward because they had the guts to face their fear and do it. But I wasn't talking about him as a fighter. I wasn't talking about what Fury's done in the ring. In fact, in that video, I said that I like watching Tyson Fury fight. I think he's an exceptional fighter, without question. Quite possibly the best heavyweight in the world. Although he hasn't cut a sway through the whole division. He hasn't fought that many contenders. So the jury's still out technically. But if you put a gun to my head, who do I think is the best heavyweight in the world? I'd say Tyson Fury. So I wasn't talking about that. But the point that I was making and the point that people are missing is that courage comes in different formats. You can be courageous in the ring, but not act in the correct manner like a proper man outside the ring. Edwin Valero was without question a brave guy getting in the ring, which the evidence is on film. Fighting, you know, like an absolute warrior. Outside the ring, he murdered his wife. That's a shit cunt thing to do. That's a coward's thing to do, as far as I'm concerned. All right? So you can be courageous in one area and an absolute coward in another. So let's define what we mean by courage. Well, to me personally, courage is doing the thing that you know is correct, even if you're scared of doing it. Doing the thing that you know is correct, even if it's the thing you don't want to do, really. Or the hard thing to do rather than the easy thing. You know, I work with a lot of people who've got addiction problems, all right? And I always say this to them. You've got to show courage. And a lot of people have come through, you know, hellish childhoods that I've met who, you know, you think I was making it up, or you think they were making it up. If you could see them as kids, you'd go in and you'd help them, but no one did. And they grew up to be very dysfunctional adults. But the penny's finally dropped and they want to sort their lives out. That takes courage because you're actually going against what you know, what you've been taught. Okay? Now, there's no doubt in my mind that Tyson Fury is too intelligent a man to know that what he does with things like the AJ situation, all that gaslighting, all that clout chasing, that manipulation of the public, or at least the stupid members of the public, or maybe the naive members of the public. He knows what he's doing. If you know what you're doing and you do it anyway, even though it's a horrible thing to do, you're a coward. Okay, that's a cowardly act. Okay, that was the point I was making. So yes, Tyson Fury, as brave a warrior as he is in the ring, has acted like a coward outside it. No question. No question at all in my mind. I know people are going to disagree. I'm not talking about the fanboys because they're beyond help. Fuck them, you know, forget them. They're not worth a piss in the ocean. But intelligent people who from the outside are looking in, a lot of them will swallow a lot of Fury's nonsense because maybe they're naive. They're not all stupid. Maybe they're naive. Maybe they just haven't thought about human psychology that much. But if you do pause for thought, if you think about it, if you observe the people around you, sort of look outwards, not inwards, although there's much to be said for looking inwards, but if you look outwards at the people that you come across and see how they act and try and analyse it, or, you know, maybe you work in a field like I do, maybe, you know, the care industry perhaps, or you work with underprivileged kids or something along those lines, then you will begin to notice how people operate. That everybody really has a very courageous side. They're capable of great courage and they're capable of cowardice. And by the way, cowardice Cowardice sometimes is not really, you can't really condemn everyone for being a coward, because some situations are scary and people err on the side of caution. And there's a slight difference between cowardice and sort of saying, okay, I'll live to fight another day and I'll walk away now, but I'll hold that thought and I'll come back when I'm ready. I think true cowardice is when you have the gut, when you have the ability, when you have the tools to face down your fear, but you still choose not to. And sad to say, I have to put Tyson Fury in that category on this point. And the fact that he is such a terrific fighter and has such natural talent works against him in my mind. That makes it even worse. So those are just a few sort of follow-up thoughts. You may agree, you may disagree. Leave your comments below. Thank you as always for giving me your time. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the like button. You know it makes sense. You know the drill. 1, 2, jab, jab. Keep punching, everyone. Much love to you all. Speak soon. Bye for now.